Nah. You ain't got no gun. But where the weed at? I ain't got no weed. Shut the fuck, shut! Did I say, no! Oh, shit! Say it again, say something else. Oh! Say something else. Say something else, nigga.
Hey, what's going on with y'all? Fellas, ladies, what's good? It's good with y'all. Y'all good? It's definitely good to see y'all. I think the last video I did was yesterday or 2 days ago or something like that. I don't know. A biggity what? 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 You know that stupid ass song by Sean? Doom, 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 doom. A biggity what? 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 Like, damn, man, it's J Ball 2K TV. This motherfucker retarded, man. Unsubscribe, man. This nigga retarded, nigga. I'm just playing. It's good to see y'all. It's most definitely good to be back. I'm not sure if I said that already, but I'm about to get into this little vlog. What time I got? I'm good because I deleted a bunch of videos and shit. So on my SD card, I got plenty of space to record. Because normally I got a time limit. I got like 50 to 40 to 25 minutes or something like that if I don't delete shit. You know what I love about Google Drive, man? You know, this is the thing I was thinking about earlier. If I was like, I woke up this morning, like, so you ever wake up and just think some random shit? And I actually had a bit of a nightmare the other day for the first time. I normally don't dream very often, but first things first, let me bring up this Google Drive shit. You ever think like if you think on terms of like the people, the programmers and people who are making these websites and all this shit, how the fuck do you make it so you can put back up all your shit, your videos, I mean gigs of videos, like 2 gigs. Every video I do is like 2 gigs because they're long and it just backs it up right up. And I don't ever run out of space. And if you want to get more space, you got to pay for it or whatever, get the premium version or whatever. But like the coding, how the fuck does one do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's digital. It's not like you got to buy a hard drive. Like back in the day, you used to get the little hard drives and shit. One about this size. See, I got another one that's about this big. It's the old hard drive. The oldest hard drives you can get is about this fat, that long. Problem with it is it takes a big ass box cord. The cord that comes, the little middle piece is like this fat. And I gotta take that shit and I don't got the cord for it, and it got all types of stuff on that hard drive, and I still ain't ever been able to get it. You can get it on YouTube or whatever. I mean, YouTube. You can get it on eBay for a certain price or whatever, but it's like, I'm glad they got that kind of drive thing or the cloud thing. You can back up your shit to it, man. Because you know how many photos and pictures and videos I lost and memories because of that shit when they didn't have that stuff? I lost a lot of shit, man. All the phones I got stolen and lost or whatever, and I didn't lock my phones down back in the day. I used to not lock them down. So if you found my phone or you stole it, you're in luck. You're in the money, man, because I didn't lock down nothing. You steal my phone now, you might as well throw that shit in the garbage, man. Unless you take my fingerprint and cut it off, you might get lucky. You don't even know which one it is, bitch. Which one? I don't know. Could it be this one? Could be this one? Could be that one? No. I was thinking to myself about like how we are afraid to express ourselves as people, like as if we got a gun to our head and make a decision with this motherfuckers like asking us questions. What do you feel? And then we respond. But when we do tell them what's going on, we get shut down by some people. We don't give a fuck. Like so some psychiatrists, I mean, I've had stories and heard stories. I've had my own experiences with talking to therapists and psychiatrists and things like that. And they'll tell you one thing, and some of that shit is downright fucking hurtful. Some of the things you express to somebody, you'd be like, look, this is the thing, I can't get over this, blah, blah. It's in my mind. And they'll tell you some shit that makes you be like, what the hell is wrong with me? Instead of like trying to really address it and let them express themselves. The best thing to do for a therapist or a psychiatrist is to shut the fuck up and let that person talk. When you're angry, the best thing to do is to let that angry person just rant. Just let them talk. Let them get that shit out. Let them get it all out. Let them vomit all that stress out. Because to let them person build it in and hold it up, it becomes a ticking time bomb later on. I know when I was younger, I would never tell anybody how I felt about anything. As if I had a gun in my head and I was told not to say shit. I know when I had a roommate when I was in Timbrook, I was in Kentucky. I was doing some, it was like a 28-day pro. I was kind of like locked down low. It was a lockdown facility. And, hold on, I got it. When I was doing that shit in Timbrook, let me turn this on real quick because I got this thing hooked on my TV and I can't see myself after a while. When I was doing time in Timbrook, what the fuck on, man? How the fuck do I get out of this shit? I forgot. Fuck. Hold on, my bad. Shit. Whatever. When I was doing time in Timbrook, I had a roommate who was like doing shit that annoyed me or bothered me, in a sense. Like I don't like to sleep with no music playing at all. Like, cause if I hear music playing, it gets me up into the beat. I hear it and it brings back something. You can hear a song that brings back something that you felt a long time ago, whether it's a negative trigger or a positive trigger. You hear that beat, I just want to get up and start dancing and moving around, whatever, to the beat, bumping my head. I can't focus on sleeping when I hear that kind of shit. So I'm sitting there like, I was always had to, and he would just do stuff. I grab, like, we had to share the closet. He would take up more closet space, and I wouldn't say nothing. I was like letting it build up his anger, as opposed to being like, motherfucker, move your shit out the way. Or even saying it that way, hey, can you please move your stuff out of the way, and just telling him how I feel. Or look, man, you're making me angry. Can you stop doing what you're doing? Can you be more considerate and not play the music on the radio and shit like that at 12 o'clock at night so I can get some sleep? We do have two people here. And I think from his perspective, he's not thinking about the next person. He might not even be thinking that this could be bothering me, but it is. And next thing you know, it comes out in the wrong way, in the wrong fashion, where I get so angry that I see nothing but black. I know when I get angry, I black out. And you ever be angry and you try to like explain something to somebody, you just can't get the words out because you get so angry and mad that you just like, everything you say don't make any sense. You just keep stuttering and shit. I be doing that joint at a time, man. But like this is one psychiatrist, I was talking to him there. He said, they were at a little house psychiatrist there. He said, I told him about it, and he said, did you ever tell him that it's making you mad? It's making you angry. By telling him this, maybe you'll tone things down. Tell him that, it's bothering you. Maybe you'll stop. And I went up to him. I said, the next day, I tried it. I said, yo, man, he would always, man, if it wasn't just that, he would say shit just to fuck with me, and I would just let it pass. He would just talk shit, and I wouldn't even say anything back. Now I would, but back then I wouldn't. And I was letting him ride what he was doing, and then I told him one day, I said, you're making me upset. You're kind of pissing me off with the shit you say. He's like, really? I won't do it no more. Just like that. And I noticed that with people. You just tell people, hey, I'm angry. You're making me angry. You're making me mad right now. Some people will be cool with that shit. A lot of people will be. I'm so used to my anger being a certain way that I feel like everyone's going to respond the same way I act. And I've been doing my best to tone that shit down. It's very hard. It's difficult to try to tone down something you felt for a long time. I've noticed that, like, I didn't realize the feeling that people get from a kiss. When you kiss a girl or a girl kisses the guy, and if you're just fucking, then you don't need to be making out and kissing. To me, for a very long time in my life, at least almost 30 years of it, I didn't understand that. If I was just having sex with a girl, even if it was just sex, I would want to kiss and all that because I just like the way it feels. I like the kiss. It feels good. But I didn't take into consideration that those feelings that I was feeling maybe something that's deeper than what I was feeling. I thought it was just like, it feels good. It makes my dick hard. You know what I'm saying? And I like that shit. I like when the girls touching my chest and rubbing it, It took me a long time to realize that one day I was sitting there and I wasn't kissing a girl that I was messing around with. And we wasn't kissing for a long time. And eventually we kissed or whatever. I was just hitting it from the back. Sideways, no missionary like face-to-face husband and wife position, none of that. It was just like pure raw dog from the back. I'm smashing and pulling your hair. Take it. Pow! Smack on the ass a little bit, No kissing involved. And it's like, you get no attachment towards that. And I never got attachment from kissing either, but when I separated the two for once in my life, because I would always try to kiss a girl. I mean, I had girls, like a couple of girls that try to dodge it on a kiss or whatever. I don't get mad, but in a way I'm like a little bit offended. Like, but you don't kiss me? What's wrong? My breath is not right. I mean, I've been brushing all the time. You know what I'm saying? But that was the thing that was going on. Like, is something wrong with me? You don't like the way I look? You just want dick? And is my face not right for you, bitch? Which one is it? I said, which one is it? And I was like, I got to keep doing that occasionally because it keeps going to SmartView. I got to hook it to my TV. But so like it was the one day where I did kiss and I was like, wow, I can see how like the moment we kissed, it was no cuddling bullshit. It went from like the kiss to like now her hands on my chest and rubbing it and kissing my neck and all that sweet shit that I didn't experience before because I wasn't speaking up to it. It's if someone had a gun in my head and said, don't say shit, ask me questions, but when I ask it, the gun's pulled, trigger cock back. Motherfucker, shut up. I don't want to hear what you have to say. Sometimes the things that we express to people, they don't want to hear it. And that's my point there. Now, this is not something I fell in love with or anything like that, but I did feel it for the first time in my life how that's different when you don't kiss someone and you do kiss them. Because I never tried to separate the two. I never not tried to kiss a woman when I was fucking them. I never thought it was a big thing to it. I had a conversation one time online with a chick that I know who lives far away. And she was telling me, she was like, I was telling her how I like to kiss, blah, blah. When I told her that I don't get the feeling, I don't feel like it has an attachment with kissing. She was offended by that. And I tried it and to see like how it felt to not kiss and hug and show some kind of compassion and love and sincerity to what's going on, as opposed to not doing it. And I felt a little bit of a difference there. I can see how I can up someone's head and make their head bigger than what it is. They think I love them because I did shit like that. I can see that. I didn't feel the love in a kiss till a very long time. It took me almost all 30 years old to feel that shit. That's real talk. And it's not to be an asshole or anything like that. Now, don't get it twisted. See, I would kiss a girl, say sweet things to them, but I would only feel it with a certain girl who I felt like, okay, there's something different here. This feels better than the other kisses I did with these bitches. This feels like something real. It feels special. I felt something from this kiss. I really felt something deeper than what I felt on the playing field. Does that make any sense? Oh, I ain't going over your head or just talking, all over the place, but we have to express what we feel. And this goes for everything through our bodies. We have to speak up and say these things. When I started doing these videos and these vlogs and talking about the GS shit that was going on with me for all that time, I came out and expressed it. I said, I can't just not talk about something like this. No names and no shit like that. But I'm going to talk about what's going on. Get it out of my system. I felt like it made me feel better in a way instead of holding it in. Because if you hold it in, you become a ticking time bomb ready to explode. Boom! So I did my best to be careful. When I was in high school, when I was doing that, in Timbrook, I was in high school. I was 17 years old. About to graduate. I graduated when I was 17. I did graduate. I did feel happy about that. I would love to graduate from college next. That's my next goal. Really soon. Hopefully get that shit started up. Got some issues with getting in, logging in my account, but that's another story. But it felt good to be able to do that because I know the first couple of years of school, I wasn't doing shit. I was kind of like angry all the time. I was a sad kid. I was diagnosed with being emotionally disturbed as a diagnosis. Emotionally disturbed, meaning that it's the opposite of bipolar, basically. Instead of you getting mad or being happy and mad or whatever, I got happy and sad. And it still happens to this day where I can be happy and I can immediately go to being sad. It's just the way we think, we see things, the way that makes us sad. This could have happened from something at a very young age that you don't remember or recall that was traumatizing. Or things that were traumatizing you definitely recall. I've seen things that happened when I was a kid that are always going to fuck you up as a kid. When someone that you love tells you to go grab a baseball bat and hand it to him, hand me this weapon, or blah, 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 and then I'm not, go forward with that. I don't want to put my family on blast at all, but that's what happens. And you just like, those things are going to fuck with a 7-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, get a baseball bat for what? And it took me a long time to realize that. And I was a quiet kid when I was in school. At least in elementary, I was very quiet and sad. It took me a long time to understand who I was coming of age, to kind of really get a grasp of who I was. I didn't understand who I was until I was in my 20s, really. It was trial and error, finding out through life. So I learned to speak up when things bother me, when someone says something to me, but not in a way that makes it so I explode because you've been pissing me off for 2 months. And now you don't even know why I'm this angry. I'm over here stabbing you and you're like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? Like, you've been pissing me off for about 2 months. You ain't telling me this shit. Maybe you're looking all confused. Like, what's wrong with you, dog? Like, all those jokes you were cracking, I ain't let you know they was pissing me off for so long. Now it's too late. Look at you. Y'all bleeding and shit. Look at you. Get a towel. Douse some salt and some alcohol and peroxide on the wounds, man. Open cut wounds. But it's never too late to express yourself. I mean, even if a motherfucker had a gun in my head, at this point, I mean, like I said, I got many of chances to live again. Shout out to Bushwick Bill. He was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Pancreas cancer. Which is like, hopefully through the grace of God you can live, but at the end of the day, you're probably going to die. And I think he knows that. And that's a shame. Cancer's a motherfucker. And a shout out to him and shout out to his family and everything that's going on with him. And cancer doesn't run in my family. Diabetes is on my side. I don't have diabetes. Hopefully I don't ever get it. If I do, so what? What does Patrice say? You can't eat cookies, faggot? Who cares, right? Because no one cares about diabetes at all. No one cares. I don't give a fuck about it. Even my mom has diabetes. I don't care that she has it. But I always think about it because she doesn't really... That's none of you guys' business, but there's ways that, to take care of ourselves better, the way we handle ourselves through our mental health and our physical health. I know through the things we see, it can make us angry, make us look at the world in a different fashion. I used to look with no fear, and I still have no fear really, but I saw myself become something, or I could be something that I don't want to be, out of making a decision. That could be my last decision that I ever make. Who knows? We got to speak before it's too late. Let it out. When I make these videos, a lot of us who are going through panic attacks and anxieties, through whatever you're going through in life, it doesn't have to just be through drugs or whatever. It can be through anything, because life's a bitch and it does hit you. And it will get you, and whatever you feel in your mind is going to affect you physically. It's going to start to, whatever you get, the shakes or all the symptoms that come with it, fast heartbeat, hyperventilation, can't control your breathing patterns. A lot of the time I find myself when I'm sleeping, I don't really breathe through my mouth very much. Like I breathe through my nose. I'm holding my breath more than I should. A lot of us do that. You're not breathing the correct way. You're not controlling your breaths. A lot of time when they say take deep breaths, that's not going to work at the moment. It might if you calm down, but that's something that takes a lot of practice. You have to exercise your breathing on a daily basis. So if a situation does come down where you're freaking out or hyperventilating, then you can control your breathing better. Because now you know how to. A lot of the time I'll sit there holding my breath in. When I'm mad, I'm not breathing properly, and it comes out differently. When I'm sleeping, a lot of the time I'll jump up in the middle of sleeping, grab my heart. My heart beats really funny when I sleep. I'm not worried about it in any means. If I had a heart attack, whatever, it just happens. Better than being stabbed up and tortured or some shit like that. It's a natural death, if you ask me. Shit happens. Stop eating them pork butts. Stop eating on them butt shoulders, man. All that pork, man. All that nasty ass pig you got there you eating. Stop it. Or you can die. Don't forget that. Remember that. If you want to change, it ain't too late. I tried this vegetarian thing out one time, and it's not because I'm not scared to try it again. Or do I feel like fuck life? I do want to live, but I'm not scared to die. I'm okay with that. I've been blessed, and I think things are going to keep going the way they're supposed to be going for a long time. And I do appreciate that. And I do love and enjoy life as much as I can. There's times I get angry. There's things that don't go my way a lot of the time. And I'll smile. I'll make jokes about it or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm hurting. But I have to let those things out. So I express my pain through different ways. Ain't like I got a gun in my head. Like, y'all take it easy out there. Y'all be safe. And, make sure to like and subscribe and check me out. And as y'all always do, peace out.